This is when you F around and find out. Now, this is a story I don't came across. I wrote some notes on it. Now, this happened in Houston, Texas. Now, this lady, she was a female funeral director, and she cut off one of the deceased men penis, and she stuffed it in his mouth. Now, I'm gonna give y'all some details on what happened. And this happened out of Houston, Texas. Her name was Amber Luke Milk. She was 34. The deceased man was named Charles Roy. He was 58. And to come to find out, he was an ex-sex offender. He was a sex offender. So she must have read his records and found out that he was an offender. And she didn't take lightly of that. So what she did was she was actually a instructor. So she was actually, it was a deceased man they was working on him in front of a class. So she had a class and she was an instructor. So he was so happy to be a deceased man that was working on and doing like the funeral stuff, embalming and stuff like that. So that's what they was doing. They was getting ready to embalm him. So she was reading the records for the class and found out he was an offender. And I don't know if it triggered her, if she knew this man, but it went left. Okay? It went left. So this is what it said she did. She stabbed him 2 times. She cut his neck. She cut his penis off, stuffed it in his mouth, and it went down his throat. And all of this was in front of her class, and she threatened them not to say anything. Okay? She facing 2 years. They saying that they're not sure if she knew the man or she just was triggered when she read his records. Personally, I think that she was triggered. I'm telling you, something that happened in her past maybe that triggered her, but by her being malicious like that, cutting him off down, yeah, I'm telling you, something don't happen to her and it triggered her. For her to do it in front of that class and set her off like that, she was definitely triggered. I would have to say, listen, when these folk be doing this crazy stuff like being offenders and stuff like that, people don't take kindly of that, even in death. Even in death. You don't know what these people be doing over your body when you be offenders and stuff like that. When you go to jail, prison, they'll hurt you up in there. They'll kill you. They'll eat you up in there. So I'm telling y'all, F around and find out. So be cautious what y'all doing because people ain't playing with y'all.